Eric Holthouse's article, Bitcoin could cost us our clean energy future. It's not a bad article. It's on grist.org, but it sort of takes some things as facts that are in a bit of a dispute. So going from these high estimates of the amount of power it causes to mine Bitcoin, he then makes the argument that this could be bad for the climate, it could be bad for sustainable energy, because it's going to make the power grid unstable. So I went and looked around to find some good articles that really dug into how these estimates are made, how much do we know about Bitcoin mining, and I found the good one. If you want the short version of today's show, go read Wired's Nicole Kobe. We have a link in the show notes. She has an article called How Much Energy Does Bitcoin Mining Really Use? It's an excellent article. If you're wondering, okay, well, why does Bitcoin use a bunch of power at all? The simplistic version is that computers, when they mine Bitcoins, have to solve difficult math problems. So you work and work and work to solve this math problem. Part of the result of that math problem is the creation of the blockchain that allows everybody to have the ledger of who transacted what. And if you're the first computer to solve it, then you get the coin. The faster computers solve the problems, the harder the problems get to solve in order to keep the pace of new coins on a regular pace of issue, right? That means more powerful computers are needed in order to mine coins.
But it never really speeds up the process.
No. The idea is to keep the process like there's a Bitcoin every so often, and that's it. And so if Bitcoins are worth a lot of money and they keep going up in value, which they have been, then you spend more money to throw more computer power, which then speeds up the processing, which then makes the math harder to slow down the processing and keep the pace. All right. So back when I first started toying around with Bitcoin in 2010, you could mine it on a desktop computer. You can't do that anymore. In fact,
I understand that it's gotten more difficult, but why couldn't you just do it and it would take a really long time?
Because you'll lose. I mean, yes, you can mine. You'll never mine a coin because someone with these higher dedicated machinery will always
just
be
gonna leapfrog.
I had an experience very much though on the ground with a friend of mine up the street. His name is Zane, and he built a server to do nothing but mine Bitcoin all day. And he has an array of 8 high-powered video cards where he has configured it to use those GPUs to do the number crunching and everything else. And he told me his electric bill went up $300 a month because of this single computer.
Harold Franken, associate professor at Netherlands Open University, thinks that Bitcoin probably uses between 0.8 and 4.4 kilowatt hours per year. And he's on the low end. Remember, Digiconomist thinks it's much larger than that. But he says, look, compare that 4.4 kilowatt hours. Let's use the high end of his estimate. Compare that to the 138 kilowatt hours per year used for gold mining and recycling, or the 11 kilowatt hours per year used for paper notes and mining coins. There are other monetary instruments that use a lot of power to maintain themselves, and U.S. data centers consumed about 70 billion kilowatt hours of electricity in 2014. So just running normal data centers that power search engines and Netflix streams and all of that uses a lot of energy too.
Like you can get into a real, I don't know if they call it a moral argument, but you can talk a lot about priorities and come up with a lot of perspectives on what should be, what should consume what power and what shouldn't.